Hello, welcome to another battle report. Today we are playing number 4, the Maelstrom of War missions, which is the Spoils of War. It is Grey Knights, as you can see here, fighting Much Heresy, which is Tau and Khorne Daemons. For the Grey Knights, we've got Squad of Terminators, Squad of the Jump Pack Power Armor guys, Storm Raven, Venerable Dreadnought. We have Drago, who has got a Paladins, a Land Raider, and there is the Tech Marine in there. I believe one of the squads of Terminators, with Drago is in that Land Raider. Another Venerable Dreadnought, Plasma Cannon. We have a Rhino with the squad of Power Armor Grey Knights in, and 2 Dread Knights. They both have Incinerators and Heavy Side Cannons. For the Khorne and Tau army, we have Squad of Bloodletters with a Herald, Squad of Fire Warriors, another Squad of Bloodletters with a Herald, and some Khorne Blood Crushers, 20 Kroot, one of the chariots, the Khorne chariots, 3 broadsides, some more Blood Crushers, the Riptide with the Ion Accelerator, 4 Pathfinders, Squad of Fire Warriors, another Squad of Bloodletters with a Herald. The Herald's the big guy there. Demon Prince, Khorne Demon Prince. 1 more Chariot. A Squad of Crisis Suits with a Buff Commander. Another Herald in a Squad of Bloodletters. And then Long Strike in a Arrowhead. And that is the armies. End of Grey Knight turn 1. This squad has jumped in and butchered my Fire Warriors. In fact, let's roll leadership for them. They are running away horribly. That is a 6 and a 3. Poor Fire Warriors. The Skull Cannon took a whole point off. The Kroot got shot a lot by Drago's squad, which jumped in. And this here is a Vortex of Doom, which actually landed on the Dread Knight and removed it, which is not good at all for the Grey Knights. The Kroot need to see if they run away. And that's an 8. There's a 2 there, a 6 there. So they run away. Absolutely fantastic. A Blood Crusher lost a wound. The Skull Cannon over here lost a whole point, and Demon Prince lost a wound. The Storm Raven came in. This Dread Knight moved forward. The Pathfinders here almost lost the whole squad. We only have 1 Soul Pathfinder there. So let's see if he runs away. And he doesn't. Huzzah! The Rhino moved up 12. The Journal moved up a little bit. And as did the Land Raider. No objectives were scored this turn, but a few things died. Okay. End of the Demon, the Heresy. We're going to call it the Heresy from now on. End of the Heresy, turn 1. This squad of Bloodletters moved up and attacked and killed the Interceptor squad along with the Blood Crushers. The Blood Crushers unfortunately did not survive. That gave us one of our 3 objectives we got, which was to kill a squad in assault. Over here, Drago and his unit. You can just see there's Drago along with a couple of his men are still left. The Librarian, Drago and the Apothecary are still alive. They got charged by the Blood Crushers and 2 squads of Bloodletters after getting shot a lot. Pretty epic combat going on there. We killed a psychic unit, so we've got another point there. If we move along here, the Dread Knight that was there got completely destroyed by the Tau suits with all their AP2 weaponry. And that's kind of it. If we move over to the Grey Knight side of the board, that squad over there is not actually on the board currently. The Rhino got shot and lost the whole point, and as did the Dreadnought. You can't see, it's just on its base at the back. And then the Vortex of Doom moved over. And that is the end of our turn 1. End of Grey Knight turn 2. These all moved up. This moved up. The Terminators and the Dreadnought here, they got out of the Storm Raven. Okay, the Storm Raven did some shooting over here, put a wound on the Tower Commander and killed some demons. The Terminators and the Dreadnought, along with some help from the Marines and that Rhino, killed the poor Demon Prince. We've taken a wound off of this broadside due to plasma cannon fire. And the combat here, it went to the Grey Knight side this time. The psychic phase took out a lot of the bloodletters, and Drago is still in there, happy with his librarian and apothecary friend, and we're running out of bodies to throw at them. No objectives for the Grey Knights this turn, and that was about it. End of the Khorne Daemons and Tau turn 2. This squad here, this squad has moved up. The broadsides managed to remove the Rhino, as you can see over there. The Riptide did absolutely nothing, but he's then jumped behind the building. The Skull Cannon managed to kill 1 or 2 of the Interceptors over there, the standard Grey Knights, after their Rhino got blown up. There was a poor little Dreadnought here that got out of the Storm Raven last turn, but it was shot by the Commander squad, who all had Fusion Blasters. And then the Terminators that were here, they also got out of the Storm Raven last turn. They were shot by the Fire Warriors here. And they were also shot by the Pathfinder killing a Terminator. In the Warp Storm, one of the Terminators turned into this Herald. Chest bursted out, and then the Bloodletters charged the remaining Terminators, and there's one sole Terminator on his plem, covered in demon. At the end of the turn, the combat here continued. Drago's lost 2 wounds, Librarian's lost a wound, and the Blood Crushers have lost a couple of wounds, but it seems that combat's probably never going to end. And we scored 1 objective, which was the one that my broadsides were set on. That is the end of our turn 2, so now on to the Grey Knights turn 3. End of the Grey Knight turn 3, the Land Raider pivoted and shot some of these bloodletters. The Dreadnought moved up and it managed to shoot and take a wound off of one of the... Oh well, actually no, the Dreadnought did nothing. The Storm Raven managed to shoot a rocket and kill one of the broadsides. The Interceptor squad ran and got an objective over there. The combat here was a stalemate. There's still a Terminator left. He's still in there, fighting the good fight. Not killed by any of the bloodletters. As I said, Storm Raven moved up. The combat is now 1 bloodletter, who's the Librarian, and a Grey Knight. Drago was tanking all the wounds, and a poor roll meant he's now dead, which gives us Claim the Warlord. Grey Knight's got quite a few objectives that turn, so now it's currently sitting at 6 objectives for the Tau and Demons of Khorne, and 5 for the Grey Knights. So it's now our turn 3. Okay, end of the Tau and Khorne Daemons turn. This squad here moved up and did nothing else. The Riptide and the Broadside managed to take a whole point each off of these 2. We managed to kill a singular Marine there from the Skull Cannon. In this combat, they finally managed to kill the last Bloodletter and then consolidate a singular inch. And if we come over here, in this combat, we lost the Herald and a singular Bloodletter, but the Terminator is still alive. Pretty poor shooting from all the Tau, but we did manage to get another objective. So moving on to Grey Knights, turn 4. Turn 4 for the Grey Knights. The Land Raider managed to remove the Bloodletter squad that was there. The Librarian and his trusty Grey Knight companion came up here, suffered, the Librarian died to Overwatch, but they then killed the broadsides. The Dreadnought moved up, shot the broadsides. The Tetmarine, which is in behind him, kind of hard to see, has failed to repair him. The squad of Grey Knights up here decided they wanted to remove the Pathfinders that were here. They are now all dead. And as before, the demons just can't kill this lone Terminator. And I believe the Grey Knights got 3 objectives that turn, so they're now on 8. So it's 8-7 currently. So Grey Knights are in the lead. We'll see what happens in the next turn. End of Tau and Khorne Daemons turn 4. The lone Grey Knight has been removed. We have done nothing to the tanks. We managed to kill one of the Grey Knights in that bunker, in that building, and that is about it. The Terminator is still alive, still not dead. Those bloodletters cannot finish him off. We did, however, manage to get quite a few objective points that turn. We're now sitting on 11. The Hammerhead is boosted up to get himself the objective to be within 12 inches of a board edge. And because we've killed the Warlord, we got D3. And we claimed another objective by sitting on it. So it currently sits to 11-8. So currently in our favour, but we still have Grey Knights turn 5. Don't know what cards he'll draw. Let's see how it goes. End of the Grey Knights turn 5. They have scored a lot of objectives this turn by having more, holding more objectives than us and getting off psychic powers. So it's now, they have 13 points. The Land Raider moved up and it destroyed the Skull Cannon, apologies. This moved up and did nothing because it was damaged last turn. They killed the lone Pathfinder. He was here and now he is no more. The Bloodletters managed to finally kill that lone Terminator and consolidate, and then the Storm Raven flew back on the board and managed to do 2 whole points to long strike in his Hammerhead. And that's the end of their turn. Khorne Daemons and Tau turn 5. My guys have moved up. The Riptide managed to wound himself when trying to overcharge. The Dreadnought, the Venerable Dreadnought, finally died. The Tetmarine has lost a wound. The Grey Knight squad over here were charged and killed by the Bloodletters. The points currently are 13-13, and the game continues on to the 6th turn. So we will see what happens. Grey Knight turn 5. The Tetmarine from here got into the Land Raider and he repaired the hull point on it. The Land Raven fired on the Riptide and did absolutely nothing. The Storm Raven used its plasma cannon to kill Longstrike. And that is it. He has 1 extra point, so he's now got 14 points. We are on 13, so we'll see what cards we draw and if that can tip the balance. Okay, the Tau and Khorne Daemons turn 6 and the end of the game. The Riptide and the Fire Warriors have charged and killed the Land Raider, giving us a point. They were helped by this squad using Melter. We managed to run this Herald up the board and get Linebreaker, and we also got a point for capturing objective. So the last score is 16-14 to Tau and Khorne Daemons. So quite a close game, round into turn 6, and there we are, end of the game.